I knew from a child I was uniquely different. As a teenager, amazingly talented. As a college student, I was set apart. And now, as a man, I strive daily to be a person of impact. No matter how hard I tried to fit in, I finally realized that I never will, and that's okay. I'm finally getting to tell my stories of what make me the differently created Black boy man. Within the past couple years, I've made a conscious effort to remain positive in everything that I do. It took me a while to get used to it because I used to report on YouTube on a lot of things within the entertainment industry that were negative or had negative connotations. It took me a while to break away from it. I even started blogging about negative people within reality TV and different things like that, and I was like, well, what's gonna draw the most viewers, or what's going to get me the most hits? It's a lot of times the negative things, but I said, how is that impacting or making our world any better? Nowadays, the new petty is actually a wonderful thing. It's great to be petty, or it's great to, as we call it now, shade other people. If anyone doesn't know the meaning of the word shade, it kind of means throwing something negative at someone without actually saying who or what it was referring to. So kind of letting people come up with their own conception of what it might have been directed towards is kind of how I define shading. To me, it's a thing, and I mean, it's become this huge thing within not only the Black community, but just as a cultural society. It's like we think it's cute to like throw out these anecdotes. Yes, sometimes it's funny, sometimes you'll get a little laugh about it or something like that, but then when you think about it, how is it benefiting you or benefiting the person that you're talking about? To me, there comes a balance, or there comes a maturity in your life when you're like, okay, how can I make this world a better place? And that's what my whole drive is. We go back to the old Michael Jackson song, heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and inside human race. I try to do my best Michael Jackson high voice, but it's very hard for me to do that. But I feel like we need to get back to that standard. I feel like a lot of the times in our society today, we've lost that standard because we've kind of given up on things. We've been driven by what we want to see from the world, or what we feel like is right in the world, or what we feel is wrong in the world, and we've kind of been driven by this stuff, and it's kind of fueled this kind of negative energy that we've gotten. I blame a lot of this on reality TV. In the very beginning of reality TV, I remember when one of the first ones that I can remember from my day and age that was really popular, it was Survivor. And that was like real time, you're doing things, even though it's like cut briefly, it's not like Big Brother, which is more live and you can see things live as to how they play out. It was more like you're competing, you're wanting to see the ins and outs, the arguments, everything. And then we started to branch out and get more forms of this in forms of like VH1 shows like Flavor of Love, of course, New York. Even though she still remains one of my favorite people in reality TV, regardless, she brought out a very negative thing about reality TV, where it was like it was nice to be mean, or to be the catty one in the group, or the most outspoken, or just kind of lunatic. And then we get spin-offs of that, like Nene and different people that came on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Then fights started becoming popular, but Jerry Springer was the one that sprung all this off. Because I remember in high school, because like I said, I hadn't grown out of it, like the negative thing yet, and I used to try to like watch Jerry Springer, like some days, like if we were like called off of school, or if I was sick or something like that, Jerry Springer, you want to go and watch Jerry Springer, because it was like, man, you get your like fuel off of it, like almost like a drug. You're like, oh my gosh, these people is balling and fighting over stupid stuff, like dumb things. I know I was guilty of it when I was younger, but I know a lot of younger people haven't got to the point where they're like, okay, this is really negative, I don't want to participate in this anymore. And it just takes a minute to grow. So go through the process, do what you got to do. But looking back, I think that it might have been like, man, this wasn't the best way to live in a positive light, or the best way to go about seeing things as they are. And today sometimes I find myself entrapped in other people's stories. And it's not that it's horrible to get enthralled in it, because just like people watch soap operas for drama like this is what people watch reality TV for today, for things like this. But one thing I can definitely say is that positive thinking clears all of that negativity away. Positive thinking clears fear, anxiety, discord, and it just brings a certain type of light to our world and a positive energy that we need in this earth. Don't let outside forces program your mind or force you to think a certain way. Think from your own mind, think from your own experience. Don't let them program you into what you should be acting like, because in the end, you have to have your own mind, your own peace, and you have to have your own faith within yourself. As I wrap this season, I always, at the end of every episode, there's a reason that I say it at the end of every episode, because it was sort of like a mantra that I really wanted to start to get ingrained into my brain so that I could start to believe even what I'm saying. And as I've done each one of these episodes this season, it's become more and more real, and it's become more and more life to my soul. So I want to tell it to you for this last episode of the season. I do hope you will join me for the second season. I have so much in store for the second season. I'm going to bring a lot more things to the table, and I can't wait till you join me to see who and what I bring to the table next season. Thank you so much for joining me, and remember, you are unique, you are loved, and you are created for greatness. I'll see you next year. Created for greatness. Till next time, bye. Hey everyone, it's me. I just wanted to thank you all for making this an amazing season of the Differently Created Black Boy Man. I really want to let you know how much I appreciate each and every one of you supporting the show, letting other people know about the show, and just kind of getting the word out about a show like this. I really wanted to do something different that had meaning and had substance to it, and I really thought that a show like this would be great for me. It's helped me personally, it's helped me to learn more about myself, and it's also taught me a very important lesson about staying in the process. Even when you don't feel like doing anything, finish it out, do what you have to do. I knew I wanted to do 13 episodes this season, and I stuck with it. Even though I had to release the last 3 all in a row, I wanted to make them the best for you all. So I hope that you've enjoyed each and every one of the episodes. I'm going to probably upload all these to Facebook because I wanted them to stay on YouTube first, and then I'm going to transfer them all over to Facebook so that other people can also enjoy them that don't always come to YouTube. If you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. That button is right below. Subscribe to it. Let other people know. Come subscribe to it so that when the second season comes around, everybody's going to know about it. You also can find out about the second season when it starts by going to my Instagram channel, which is The Black Boy Man, and you can find out about all the things, and I might post things here and there while I take a small little break before before I start the next season next year. Also, we also have my YouTube channel, which has old videos on it and some new ones that when I feel a little wacky and goofy, I put videos on that page. So please, I want to thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart for making this an amazing season, an amazing process for me this whole year. Please join me in season 2. Love you guys. Bye.